out of the stadium and into the car on the way home from White Hart Lane. Tottenham 2, Man City 1. We made it into the next round. Unbelievable, guys. I'm getting my breath back. I'm just trying to process the game. Like I saw, honestly, last 60 odd minutes of just pure suffering. It was just pure. It really, really was pure suffering. How do I digest and analyse this? We started the game in the best way possible. First 20-25 minutes, it was absolutely awesome to watch. We attacked them and we was at them from the off. The intensity was very high and we got through with Timo scoring. Timo got off the mark. We was all looking at each other like, did we just see Timo score? It was really one of those moments where it just took a second to realise he's actually scored, and so everyone celebrated the team, celebrated all together, and we was at the fans and behind the goal. We was just above the goal he scored, and we was looking at each other in disbelief. Sorry, apologies guys, because I'm a bit bunged up. But yeah, we started off in the best way possible. We had other chances to score. Again, I think Timo had another one when he literally back passed it to the goalkeeper. Should have done a lot better. Perhaps should have gone with his laces, making it 2-0, because I felt in that moment we was the much better side and we looked like the team to score. And then from the corner on the 25th minute mark, apologies guys, I've not had a chance to look at the minute we scored. I think it was around the 25-26 minute mark, which Sarr from the corner, lovely ball gets played into him and he just hits that so sweet into the corner to make it 2-0, none more than what we deserved. And you just think to this point, mate, we should just absolutely go for it. But for some reason, after the sort of 25-26 minute mark, we just stopped playing. We just let them have the ball and they just controlled for the rest of the 20 minutes into half time. And they were just kind of like, they're pushing. You think to yourself, they didn't have a real clean shot on goal. Vicario didn't really have a lot to do. And just before the half time, they score. I mean, I have to relook at it. I don't know who. Nobody picked up Matthias in the back stick. He just had a clean strike of the goal, and he put it away. Very good finish, but really had all the time in the world to do that. I'm not sure what happened, as in why he was left unmarked in the back post. But we did make it too easy for that ball to get in across between the doggy. I think Dragusin, I think it was, and it got into the back stick and he buried it. Half time, I did think to myself, for all the play that they had at Man City, even at that point, I felt they needed a striker, like referring point. I don't think Foden was doing enough for them in that role. And I honestly thought that Haaland would be the first man, on the pitch for them. That didn't happen. And it ultimately didn't happen at all in the game. Good for us. But second half, it was just like, we literally they had the full control of the ball, playing the ball. We were just nothing but running after the ball, trying to break them down. And the times that we did, I'm with my brother here next to me, who came to the game as well. The time that we did, it was the time when we beat the press, innit? We got behind and we had numerous chances. I think Werner had another 3 chances on top of the 2 that he had. And so, yeah, 5 chances. Kulusevski had another one, and Richarlison had literally a one-on-one. I could have buried that. Werner had one. He hit one at the keeper. One he skied over. And Kulusevski had one literally on the plate with 2 players to his left-hand side. He took it on. Keeper saves, and you just think, just wanted one of those just to make it 3-1, and we was home free. And I started saying to my bro, I said, look, we haven't taken all these chances. These guys have got the possession. They're putting, they are pinning us back. But the one thing I did notice, and he said it as well, like Vicario didn't have anything to do, like no shots to make. So they were like almost half chances that they had, and right at the end, obviously, they got cleared off the line from one of their corners. But apart from that, I don't remember the keeper having any real saves to make, truly, and which surprised me even more. Why Haaland didn't come on. From our point of view, we was just, for all the chances that we had, we got in behind. the levels of finishing was pure mediocrity. I have to say, man, the levels of finishing was mediocrity. And the thing is, and you're right, you said yourself, is that how many times did Man City give you 5-6 chances to score against them? Not many. And we had numerous amount of chances to put that to bed. And it was like 60 minutes of suffering. In the end, honestly, I just felt this is just you can just see this happening. The sense and the vibe in the stadium was, these guys are going to equalise, it's going to go to penalties at best. But I have to say, and one thing I will give credit to the boys for, man, they stayed together, didn't they? They stayed together throughout. Yeah. They stayed together throughout, compact, and yeah, they got him behind a couple of times, especially in the wide areas. But it's Man City. Even these kids are phenomenal, man. These kids that play for Man City are phenomenal. The way that the ball mastering, the possession, the knocking it about. But the one thing for all of that, to then not do anything with them.
End product.
Yeah, there's no end product at the end of it. It's just, yeah. Tiki-taka. But at the end of the day, man, you've got to work the keeper. And they didn't do that. We did that more than they did. Unfortunately, the levels are clear, even in front of goal. Just, you can see, you know, Johnson wasn't into it. Werner, the longer the game went, absolutely got injured. Didn't do. He had that. I think the goal gave him the lift, and the 3-4 misses that followed after that brought him back down again. Solanke, nah, not tonight. Midfield worked tirelessly, man. Ibasuma coming on was very good, coming on for Sarr. The sour notes of the night has to be the injuries. You know, first of all with Van der Ven, which looks like is again hamstring. Again, you guys probably know better than me. You watched it through the TV. It looked to me from the distance it was his hamstring, and then having to lose Romero as well. So there was 2 substitutions there, and it meant that we couldn't put that last sub on, I believe, because we made 2 individual. Anyway, it's just all a blur. But the most important thing, after all is said and done, it was 2-1 to Spurs, and we made it through the next round. Incredibly, after that Palace game, I was awfully worried. Probably a lot of us were. To see that, of course, Man City making the amount of changes that they did helped us massively. Of course it did. But you know what? You can only beat what's in front of you, and we did it, man. We're through to the next round. Spurs are through to the next round of the cup, and we have any small chance of succeeding and bringing a trophy home. This, to me, has to be the one we should go for. Guys, I'm banged up, running out of voice. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Lock it in. The show should be on already at 10:30. The boys will be in the panel doing the after-match reaction live stream. So make sure that you lock that in. It's 10:47 now, so they're definitely on. But they started that show at 10:30. Lock it in. I'm going to be watching them as well. And as always, forever always, North London is white. Come on, you Spurs.